Hey guys, Avi here, and welcome back to our Python programming series. Today, we're taking a closer look at tuples, the final data structure we'll examine in this course. Tuples, like lists, are sequential and contain various data types. However, they differ in one fundamental aspect: immutability. Once created, a tuple can't be modified. We can't add, remove, or change elements. This permanence can be highly advantageous in certain programming scenarios, which we'll dive into shortly. To create a tuple, we use rounded parentheses instead of square or curly ones. For instance, let's make a tuple of fruits. Tuple is equal to, and then in rounded parentheses, oranges, apples, bananas. If we print this, we get the output, oranges, apples, and bananas. A key feature of tuples is their immutability. This characteristic again implies that once a tuple is created, its contents remain constant throughout its life. Therefore, trying to change an element, like tuple, and then in square brackets 0 equal to cherries, should throw us an error, which we see right here. So you might be wondering, why would anyone use a tuple if they're so restrictive? Here are a few reasons. Number one, consistency. Since tuples are immutable, they guarantee that the data they hold will remain unchanged. This is particularly useful when we want to ensure certain data remains constant throughout a program. The other is safety. Tuples protect the data they contain. This is beneficial when our program has global variables that shouldn't be changed. In Python, you can still access tuple values using indexing similar to lists. For example, just like we tried, tuple 0 should give us oranges, and tuple 1 gives us apples. We can also slice tuples, just like we saw with lists. For example, tuple and then in square brackets 0:2 provides the first two items in our tuple, oranges and then apples. Even though we can't modify existing tuples, we can concatenate them or create new ones based on existing tuples. For instance, if we have another tuple, say tuple 2, which is a tuple of two numbers, 12 and 14, we can then concatenate tuple and tuple 2 to create a tuple 3. By simply saying tuple 3 is equal to tuple plus tuple 2, our new tuple now has both our fruits and our numbers. So, to summarize, tuples, like lists, are sequential data structures in Python, but the biggest difference is that they're immutable. We create tuples using round parentheses and access their elements via indexing and slicing. We can concatenate tuples and create new ones from existing tuples, and the immutability of such tuples ensure data consistency and safeguards the data. That was an overview of tuples in Python. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.